Hello, this is Emily Ainelli of T Girl Angel, and I am trying to cope with many things. Um, Life is complicated, as we all know, and we don't always have things work out the way we wish they could. You know, in a perfect world, everybody would be happy in their lives, but we have to try to make the best of things. Life is not guaranteed. I can, wish for all the things in my life to happen and to come true, but I can't just will it to happen. You know, I do believe that we have certain control in our life, but there's a lot of chance, and there's heartache and suffering. I guess in ways I've been fortunate. I've lived pretty much a good life. I had great, loving, caring parents. I'm blessed with a good life. Despite all the pain that I've had gone through, seeing with my parents, with their depressions, and going through my own, I've seen to manage as best I can under the circumstances. I know that everybody has something, you know. So when I say I have problems, everybody has something going on in their life. And we all have to confront good and bad. We all know that we're going to one day pass on. And we see that. We see it with our parents if they are no longer with us, and with our grandparents. But we know that we have been fortunate to have them in our lives for the time that they were with us. There are times when I miss my mom and dad. I always miss them. But there are times when I really think about them and I get sad because of the pain I've seen them go through. And I feel like I had no control over what was happening. Life isn't perfect, nor are we perfect. And I think that for me personally, I try to live a good, wholesome life. I have a son who has autism, and he has his struggles, but I'm very proud of him. He has a caring heart. It's hard for him to understand my situation as being transgender, and I do at times feel very guilty and transitioning, because I know it affects him, and it affects the family, and it affects me as well. I tried my best to not transition, to forego transition, and to be honest with you, I didn't think I would ever transition as much as I wanted to. There were many times in my life that I wanted to transition, but I pushed it off, and I fought through it, and I tried to live the life that I thought I should. And I felt in my heart that I had to live the life that a man lives. That I wanted to marry. That I wanted to become a father. Without ever thinking that I would transition, even though in my heart I always knew that I was different. Not many people understand what it truly means to be transgender. There's a very small minority that can say they are transgender, and I'm part of that community. We all are different. No two transgender women are alike, or transgender men for that matter. We all are unique in our own ways, but we all have a bond that is real. We all sense the same, pretty much. We all have a similar struggle. And it is difficult to transition. It is difficult. Your life changes in so many ways, and you don't know how to quite put all the pieces together in this puzzle that you find yourself trying to compose as all the pieces get scattered all over the place. You cannot understand the magnitude of becoming your true self, knowing how deeply hidden that secret you maintained, and now you are ready to let people in your life know. I've been struggling for all my life, basically, since I can be remembering back to my early childhood. I believe 3 was the youngest that I can remember when I realized that I preferred being a girl. I was trying to get access to my dresses that my sister had. I can't tell you how you should live your life, because I don't even know sometimes how I should live my own. I can't give you advice. I can't tell you what you're doing is right or wrong. I don't have the answers. I don't even know why there is so much ignorance and hate aimed at people who are different, especially within the LGBT community. I don't quite understand why people hate or why people even kill. We are people just like anybody else. Transgender people have a right to live their lives and be free to be true and happy, and no one has the right to take that away from them. No one. I cannot accept anyone being harsh, cruel, unjust. If I had to deal with anyone who was being rude, mean, just critical, I don't think it's right. I cannot change people's opinions. I can only be who I am. And I live my life the way I've always lived it. I lived in secret for almost all my life. I've been out now about 4 years. And it's been a rocky 4 years. And I've almost killed myself on several occasions because of the heartache and the pain and the suffering I've been through, both emotionally, mentally, and physically. And I feel sometimes so bad that I really don't want to go on, but I must. I have to, even if I feel like I don't want to. We cannot be perfect. I am not going to change the way I am to please people. If they don't like me, then that's their problem, not mine. I live my life the way I've always felt I should. And in a way, I did live truthfully in my life. I'm happy of things that I've accomplished in my life. I'm certainly happy that I'm married and I have a son. I am proud that I can say that, and I'm very fortunate and lucky for that. And despite my inner turmoil, I was able to do things that I can say I am very proud of. I also am battling with a lot emotionally, and it's not easy. Life can be complicated and it can get you down. And when you're going through so much personal struggles, there are times when you feel like giving up. And that's when you gotta fight back. And you must realize that you have to take responsibility in your life, because you are the only one who can take control. And you're going to be up against people who are mean, who are critical, who hate. That comes with the territory. Nobody said that you're going to have a life filled with everyone being there for you and supporting you and caring about you and giving you praise. That's just not gonna happen. I know that. You know that. Everybody knows that. But you can live knowing that whatever's in your heart, despite the criticism, despite the hate, if you believe that you can get through the negativity and you can ignore the haters, it will make you better as a person. It will make you stronger, and it will make you realize that you are far more important than the words of hate slung at you. I realize in my life that I do have to deal with people with attitudes, but for all the people that are mean to me, there are far more, thankfully so, people that are nice to me and accept me and embrace me for the person that I am and are not judgmental. And to them, I am grateful, and I extend my sincere love and affection to you all, because it's all of you who make me realize that despite my many imperfections, you do see someone who has a good heart and has a capacity to show appreciation and love and caring, because that's what I've been taught by my mom and dad and about life. And I just want to do the same for my son, to teach him how to value friendship, family, relationships, and to be the very best that he can be, as I wish to be. And despite my differences, I can manage and get through the difficult times, because I know that I'm not alone, and there are people who do care, and I don't have to listen to the mean people who only want to criticize. It's not right, but I cannot change who they are. I can only change who I am. But I know in my heart I will always be considerate and kind of all people, because that is what I've been taught, to love and respect all. There are some exceptions, obviously, but for the most part, I am very respectful to people. I love you all, and I thank you all for sticking up for me and for being my friend. It means a lot to me. I also want to make a special mention to some of my friends who have stuck up for me and are truly wonderful. Sarah is one, Rachel is another, and I also want to say thank you to all of my friends on Facebook. I can't name all of you, obviously, but I want to thank you all collectively. And I also want to thank Madison, who was so nice in sending a computer to me out of the goodness of her heart. She didn't have to do that, but she chose to, and I'm truly grateful. I love you all. Bye. Take care.